Hi everyone, this is HeeroJay. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Black. Last time we did Route 6, and apparently it's summer now. I play this game so frequently that the seasons just change all the time. Now, it's because I don't play this game enough that the seasons change all the time. It seems new to me, but it's actually not, so we make our way back into Route 6. And in Route 6 here, we run along into Random Shack on the side. And inside Random Shack, Random Small Child decides to give us Shiny Stone. And supposedly what that does is it'll evolve Pokemon, because it's Mincino evolved through said Shiny Stone. And in terrible, typical HeeroJay fashion, we get heals. So if I would have just progressed forward like 20 feet from where I stopped and turned back to go get heals, I could have gotten heals. That's how these things always happen for me. I don't know, it's what I'm used to doing. Back in the old times, you always had to go back to a Pokemon Center to heal before you could go forward. But in this, they give you more heal spots along the way, it seems. So, same thing happened to me in Desert Resort. I don't know why, but that's kind of how it went down. So, maybe I'm just getting too old for this. You damn kids, get off my lawn. I don't know, so we heal back up after derping around in the grass, thinking there was something on the right side, and there wasn't. So, we're going to head onward towards Chargestone Cave. And Clay shows up, as previously promised. Looks like the nest of electric-type Pokemon called can't read that. If people are having problems, the gym leader is the one to fix it. Crockle Rock, take it out. Gotta work on that Clay voice a little bit. It's not as good as it could be. And this here TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so teach it to all your Pokemon. It's a TM78 Bulldoze. It's called Bulldoze. This move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon it hits. Some ground-type Pokemon move a little slow. If you use Bulldoze right, you can cover your tracks. I don't know, how good do you think you really are? Everything can go wherever, blah blah blah, keep doing it. Do things how you want. Decide your own limits. At least he's a little inspirational, I don't know. And here we are in Chargestone Cave. I hate caves so much. Come. My Lord N, we brought the one you wanted. And they just teleport out, that's cool. Ah yes, it was Shadow Triad, blah blah blah, gets us Team Plasma. They were ones who planted the nest at the cave entrance. I like this place. Formulas express electricity to Pokemon. If people did not exist, this would be an ideal place. Does it surprise you I said that? No. Well, if you don't understand what that means, it's not likely to surprise you. I told Getsus about you and your friends. Apparently he used the Shadow Triad to find about you. Sharon wants strength, Bianca's facing the truth that everyone wants to be stronger, and you are neutral. Well, of course. So, apparently this is a test. Gets us want to see how strong we are. Whatever, okay, fine. There's random crap laying on the ground that you'll walk in, and electrical shocks, and I don't really like caves, but that's okay. Hey Shay, did you know this? Flashing stones light up when you touch them. Hey look, it's that professor chick, I remember her. Hey, how are you, HeeroJay? Oh, not much, just hating myself in the cave. This place has always charged a lot of electricity that Pokemon like. The charges react from the stone one another, that's why some of the stones are floating. But not all the stones can be pushed. And blah 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 research clinic, which looks like a gear, because we want to know how Pokemon started. And she gives us a lucky egg, so I'm going to do so much with that. Give that lucky egg to a Pokemon, increases the amount of XP per so it's received in battle by a lot. Great. I might do that, I don't know. I didn't do it this time, though. So, Bianca's gonna guard the professor. That's gonna work very well, so I guess that's the theme of the cave. You can push stones around and get to where you need to go. And we have a little fun with that. And I tried and push this one, it doesn't really decide to move, so I determined, hey, wait. Maybe it won't move that way. It's got to move a different way. So, if there was one thing I kind of ran into this time, it was finding out which way the stones had to move. So, that one had to move the opposite way. Paralyzed heal. Whatever. You're in an electric cave. I would hope there'd be paralyzed heals about. And there's random brown clouds that show up. And I found an electric gem. And I guess, after further investigation, the electric gem, I guess it's like a one-time use item, I think. And it gets used in battle, and it strengths electric moves just once. Because I have so many electric Pokemon, so we're gonna make our way through the cave as best we can. I do derp a bit, and that's usually what happens. So I skip all the battles to make it easier. And a lot of these scientists that we're gonna run into have said Pokemon that the professor's researching Clinic, or Clink, or I believe it's Clink. I don't know. Whatever. The gear guy. We're gonna have that. And Clink. And Project File likes to screw up and make things not viewable, which sucks. Now, if you were watching a good player of this, that good player would probably not use Super Repels and do their best to show every aspect of this cave. But I hate caves, and we're not doing that. Instead, we're going to get through this as best we can, because I hate caves. At least with this one, you can kind of see everything. It's all illuminated. But on older caves, such was not the case. Like, you'd have to use flash or whatever to get through. You damn kids, get off my lawn. I don't know. So, random revive chilling here. Good stuff with that. And more repel action for ya. Had to go let the puppy out of my room. Good stuff with that. So, repel action, and we continue on. And it's, I don't want to say this was, like, difficult, because it wasn't really too bad. But, I don't know, I just never really liked the whole cave maze puzzle that they always threw at you. It just really pisses me off. And this guy's trying to get ready for the Pokemon League, and that doesn't make sense, because we're not even close to being at the Pokemon League yet. We only have 5 badges, so... He's got an Archen, and we run into a little trouble with that, I think. Just based on the level disadvantage there. We're a few levels behind, so... we run into some crap. I mean, nothing we can't handle, but still... not ready for Pokemon League yet, not even close. Not even thinking that far ahead in advance, believe me. And I think we do burn through a lot of items in this episode, too, because we are a little bit weaker than I'd like us to be. I said that a few episodes ago, but... it's, I don't know, maybe I'll take, like, a hour session one of these days and just heal up and go through and get some more EXP so we can not suck as hard, I guess. Random stupid puzzles aside. And the problem is when I record this too, I can't record it in like real time because DSUME always lags when I try and do things. But we'll talk about that in a sec. And Professor's still collecting data, we're about done. Clink existed a few years ago, suddenly appeared 100 years ago, blah blah blah. Where Pokemon came, where they're going, we can get along even better. You know, HeeroJay Pokemon are mysterious, blah blah blah. I'm surprised I stay by your sides. It's, well, we probably feed them and give them a home, so I imagine that's probably why they stick with us. I don't know, just a thought. I don't want to, like, compare them to pets, because I don't know how things work in the Pokemon world, but that's kind of what they seem like to me. Just a team full of your pets running around, beating on other people's pets till they die. That's how I look at it, I don't know. But yeah, whenever I record, the recording, or the DS emulator I use, DSUME, it records in perfect HD, as you can see, but when I'm playing through it, it doesn't play through at normal speed, it plays through at like a very slow, like 10 frames a second or something, so I'm always trying to move faster than the game is showing me it's moving with the recording, and that's why I'll do things like derp around in a certain spot, or pass by a door 8 times, not be able to walk in, because I'm trying to walk in front of it, but I stop and the game thinks I'm still moving because of the frame lag or whatever, so that's some of the problems I run into. I'm not bad at moving, I just can't move when the FPS is really low, so that's a little side tidbit for you. And I was confused at this part for a little bit, but that stone actually only moves to the left. So we don't get to move this one, we have to come back later. And don't worry, we come back later, but not until we get abducted first. Come. You know, I really wish they'd stop telling me to do that. I'll come when I want to, thank you. So they're busting out, they want us to do stuff forwards. Okay, fine, whatever. A lot of random items in this cave too. No complaints though. Again, the stone can't go right. The stone has to go down. It's very picky. I don't get it. So, more random battles aside, it was... Ah yeah, Scientist. Another Clink, look at that. It's almost like that's the main Pokemon in this cave, and... You know, if I wasn't busting out so many repels, we'd probably actually see one and have the opportunity to get one, but... Nah. If I want an electric-type Pokemon, I'll come back and get one, but I really don't think I need one right now. It's the debate I'm going to have. I'd like to try and keep with the same team throughout the whole game, but this may not be an option as we face the last 3 gyms and then the Elite Four. Well, we'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so I'd accidentally pushed both stones forward, and then I realized, wait, I can only push one forward, I can sneak by. So then I'd push the bottom one forward and sneak through when we find an Iron. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth my coming back for, but, you know, so be it. Figured like try and show everything we could, so. Eventually we're going to run back into Team Plasma, but first, these guys are pretty cool. Hi, we're the Nugget Brothers. I'm the big, and I'm the little brother. Glad you show up. I want to give you this. So he gives me a nugget. And then his brother also gives me a nugget. That's like 10,000 Pokebucks right there. That's pretty awesome. So, can't complain at that. That's free money. Not that I've had an issue with that in this run through the game, but okay. We come up and we notice, hey, we've probably seen this before. This is the first floor. And if we jump over the thing on the left, the little barrier will bring us back to the beginning. So I think about it and realize we don't want to do that, so we go back. Logic. I'm glad I did this while thinking, otherwise this could have been really bad. I would make a lot of side trips. So this guy's willing to heal us, but he wants to beat us first. So remember that whole like forward heals point I was talking about? Yeah, it's one of those doctor guys who's pretty cool. And he didn't really give us too much of an issue, I don't believe. But hey, he's going to give us free heals, so we're going to use him as like a forward spawn point here and come back when we need him. So, continuing on, notice random item on the left, gotta go get that. Timer ball, whatever, don't care. And we start running Team Plasma right up here. On the way to Getsus and N. You came here because somebody manipulated you. If you can win against me, blah blah blah. Well, unfortunately, dude, you're like the first grunt out of many, so I highly doubt you're going to stand a chance. But if I remember correctly, he actually did kind of stand a little bit of a chance. Somehow they get the best of me sometimes. Sometimes they don't. Depends on who's first. It depends on who's fighting. It's not always a guarantee, and I think we ran into problems with this Scraggy here, if I remember right. Yeah, that confusion, I think, screwed us over a little bit. I hate confusion. It's such a pain in the ass. But no problem with the Watchog with Miyagi, so go back and grab some more heals. It gets us his 3 subordinates. They are the Shadow Triad. Well, that's good to know. I accidentally ran into a brown thing that popped up, and we got a Dawnstone. What the hell that is? I don't know. I don't even bother checking that one, but random Dawnstone for you. And continuing on, more Team Plasma. If I win against you, you need to release your Pokemon. That's not happening, dude. Good try, because A, you're not going to beat me, and B, my Pokemons are my friends. They help me beat down people that suck like you. So, derp around a little trying to figure out how to beat down Scraggy, and still trying to figure that one out, but not a big deal. So, anyway, we're going to head back over to Mr. Doctor Guy and heal up. Next time we'll finish the cave, and we'll see what happens when we get there. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Pokemon Black.